While Senators Richard Shelby and Shelley Moore Capito are warning that 2 weeks may not be enough time to get a comprehensive border deal done. Former Virginia Governor, Senator George Allen on that. They're already talking, no deal could mean another potential shutdown. What do you think if that happens?
Well, they can't have another shutdown. That's a failure of leadership on the congressional part as well as the president. And it's just, in my view, there's no excuse for not getting this done. And if they don't, my view, as you well know, is that while government employees were working and not getting paid, I've found it ironic that Congress, who didn't get their job done on time to get appropriations bills passed on time, were getting paid. And I think there ought to be a paycheck penalty for members of Congress if they don't get appropriations bills done on time. Now, if they don't care about their paychecks, they ought to care about politics, and they do care about that. And if the National Association of Manufacturers did a survey in the 206 pivot counties. These are counties that voted for President Trump, but in the previous two elections voted for President Obama. The voters in those swing counties expected by 80% their members of Congress to work collaboratively with people in the other party to get solutions and to get legislation passed. Only 12% of those voters thought they ought to dig in their heels and stick to their partisan positions. So for both parties, Republicans and Democrats, if they want to get reelected, they ought to listen to the people in those swing districts, and they expect action, not partisan recalcitrance.
Well, in the meantime, to your point, Governor, Senator, we have, a little more than 2 weeks to cobble together something. There's no way they're going to get a comprehensive immigration deal done. So what's the best they could hope for? The talk you hear is that Democrats agree to some wall funding, certainly not the $5.6 billion that the administration wants. And something to do with DACA or the kids of illegals who, through no fault of their own, are in this sort of limbo. And even that won't be comprehensive, but it will be a start. And that's the best they could hope for to keep the government lights on.
Then do that.
Exactly.
Then do that. And, and if we were supposed to be here, for a State of the Union address, and I think Speaker Pelosi inadvertently did the president a favor by delaying it. State of the Union addresses ought to be uplifting and positive and uniting the country. And how can you do that when you have a government shutdown with all of this partisan wrangling and dysfunction here?
But Governor, if he does the whole address talking about a wall, he's going to lose people, right?
No, he doesn't need to. He needs to talk about everything, not just about the wall. Border security is important, and there's a way of obviously getting a barrier and getting some funding for a barrier and fencing and facilities and judges and technology and so forth, and dealing with the so-called dreamers. Yeah. There's a lot of other things that need to get done. Trade deals with China, getting our economy on strong footing, which it is. And there's things that people want to see done. What they don't want to see is the Congress not just digging in their heels for partisan advantage. What they want to see are public servants listening to the people. The people want to see a government working for the people, not narrow partisan interests. And in fact, if what they see is a circus where all the animals have left and all that's left are the clowns, acting like trained seals, this is not going to be good for the people in either party. So they need to get their act together.
You just insulted trained seals, Governor.
I know. Well,
very good seeing you, my friend. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Neil.